A girl's first day at school. The sun was a big yellow circle in the sky, and for a little girl named Lily, it was a very important sun, because today was not a normal day. Today was the first day of school. Lily was still in her bed, with her eyes a little bit open, and she could see the light coming through her window, a soft light that touched her face and made her feel warm. She could hear a bird singing outside, a happy little sound, a chirp, 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 and it was a nice way to wake up. Her bedroom was small and cozy, with her favorite toys on a shelf, a teddy bear, a doll, and a set of wooden blocks. She looked at her teddy bear and thought about taking him to school, but her mom said that school was for children, not for teddy bears. Soon, she heard soft footsteps coming to her room, and the door opened a little bit. It was her mom, and her mom had a big, warm smile on her face. "Good morning, my little Lily," her mom said in a soft voice. "Today is a big day. Are you ready?" Lily sat up in her bed and rubbed her eyes with her small hands. She was a little sleepy, but she was also a little excited and a little bit scared. "Yes, Mom," she said in a small voice. "I think I am ready." Her mom came and sat on the bed next to her and gave her a gentle hug. The hug felt so nice, so safe. "Everything will be okay," her mom said. "School is a fun place. You will meet new friends and a nice teacher." Lily nodded her head, and she felt a little better after the hug. "Okay, let's get you ready," her mom said, and she helped Lily get out of bed. Lily's feet touched the soft, fluffy rug on the floor, and it felt warm. They walked to the closet together, and her mom opened the door. Inside were all of Lily's clothes. Her mom had picked out a special outfit for the first day of school. It was a bright red shirt with a picture of a smiling cat on it, and a pair of blue pants that were very comfortable. Lily liked the red shirt very much. She took the shirt in her hands. It was soft. She put one arm into a sleeve, and then she put the other arm into the other sleeve. She pulled the shirt down over her head, and the smiling cat was now on her tummy. Then she picked up the blue pants. She sat on the floor to put them on. She put one leg in and then the other leg in, and she pulled them up all the way to her waist. They fit perfectly. Next were the socks. She had white socks with little yellow flowers on them. She put one sock on her right foot and one sock on her left foot. The last thing was her shoes. They were new shoes just for school. They were white with shiny blue stripes. Lily had been practicing how to tie her shoes. Her mom sat on the floor with her and helped her. Lily made a loop with one shoelace, and then she took the other shoelace and went around the loop and through the little hole. She pulled it tight and she had made a bow. She did it all by herself. She was very proud. Her mom was proud too. "You did it," her mom said with a happy voice. Now Lily was all dressed and ready for breakfast. She walked into the kitchen, and the smell of toast and juice filled the air. Her dad was in the kitchen, and he gave her a big good morning kiss on her forehead. "Look at my big school girl," he said, and he smiled. Lily smiled back. On the small kitchen table, there was a blue bowl for Lily. Her mom poured some little round cereal into the bowl, and then she poured some cold milk on top. Lily climbed onto her chair and sat down. She picked up her spoon, a small spoon just for her, and she started to eat. The cereal made a crunch, crunch, crunch sound in her mouth. She liked the sound. She ate all of her cereal, every last little piece. Then she drank a small glass of orange juice. It was sweet and cold. After breakfast, it was time to brush her teeth. She went to the bathroom and stood on a small stool so she could reach the sink. She picked up her toothbrush. It was a pink toothbrush. Her mom put a little bit of white toothpaste on it. Lily put the toothbrush in her mouth and started to brush. She brushed up and down, up and down. She brushed side to side, side to side. She made lots of white bubbles in her mouth. When she was finished, she spit the bubbles into the sink and rinsed her mouth with water. Her teeth felt so clean and shiny. Now it was almost time to go. By the front door was her brand new backpack. It was a beautiful backpack, a bright yellow color, like the sun. On the front of the backpack was a picture of a happy giraffe with a long neck. Lily loved her new backpack. She had helped her mom pack it the night before. Inside, there was a new book with pictures of animals. There was a new pencil case, a red one, and inside the pencil case were 3 new pencils and a small pink eraser. There was also a bottle of water and a red apple for a snack. Lily put the backpack on her shoulders. It felt a little heavy, but it was a good feeling. It felt like she was a real student. Her mom put on her coat and Lily put on her small jacket. "Are you ready to go, Lily?" her mom asked again. Lily took a deep breath. "Yes, I am ready," she said, and this time her voice was a little stronger. She took her mom's hand, and her mom's hand was warm and strong. They opened the front door and stepped outside. The air was cool and fresh. The sun was higher in the sky now, and everything looked bright and clear. They started to walk down the street, side by side, holding hands. Lily looked at everything around her. She saw the green trees and the blue sky. She saw a brown dog walking with a man. The dog wagged its tail. She saw other children walking with their moms or dads. They also had new backpacks and new shoes. Some of the children looked happy and excited. Some of the children looked a little scared, just like Lily. As they walked, Lily started to feel that funny feeling in her tummy again. It was like little butterflies were flying around inside her. "Mom," she said in a quiet voice, "my tummy feels funny." Her mom looked down at her and smiled a kind smile. "That's okay, sweetie," she said. "That just means you are thinking about something new and important. The butterflies will fly away soon, you will see." They walked for a few more minutes, and then Lily saw it. At the end of the street, there was a very big building. It was much bigger than her house. It was made of red bricks and had many, many big windows that looked like giant eyes. There was a big green door in the middle. In front of the building was a large playground with a slide and swings. This was the school. It was so big. Lily stopped walking for a second. She held her mom's hand a little tighter. There were so many people there. Lots and lots of children and lots of parents. The sound was loud. Some children were laughing and running. Some children were crying a little bit and holding onto their parents' legs. Lily felt very small in this big place. She wanted to hide behind her mom. "It's okay, Lily," her mom said softly. "We will find your classroom together." They walked slowly through the crowd of people towards the big green door. Her mom looked at a piece of paper. "Your classroom is number 2, she said. They looked at the doors. They saw a door with a number 1 on it. Then they saw the next door, and it had a big number 2 on it. The number was painted in a happy, bright blue color. This was it. This was her classroom. Standing by the door was a woman with a very kind face. She had short brown hair and was wearing a dress with flowers on it. She was smiling at all the children. This must be the teacher. "Hello," the woman said to Lily's mom. And then she looked down at Lily, and her smile got even bigger. "And who is this? You must be Lily. My name is Mrs. Davis. I am your teacher. It is so nice to meet you." Lily was very shy. She hid behind her mom's leg and peeked out. Mrs. Davis had a very gentle voice. "It's nice to meet you," Lily's mom said. Then she looked at Lily. "It's time to say goodbye now, honey. I will be back to pick you up when school is over." Lily's eyes filled with big tears. She did not want her mom to leave. She shook her head. "I want to go home," she whispered. Her mom knelt down so she was the same height as Lily. She wiped a tear from Lily's cheek with her thumb. "I know it feels scary," she said. "But you are going to have so much fun. You will draw pictures and sing songs. And I will be right here at the end of the day, waiting for you. I promise." She gave Lily a very big, very long hug. Lily hugged her back as tight as she could. She could smell her mom's perfume, and it was a familiar, comforting smell. "I love you," her mom whispered in her ear. "I love you too, Mommy," Lily whispered back. Her mom stood up and gave her one last smile. "Be a good girl, Lily," she said. Then she turned and started to walk away. Lily watched her go. She watched until her mom was just a small shape in the big crowd of people. A big tear rolled down Lily's cheek and dripped onto her red shirt. She felt very alone. Then she felt a soft hand on her shoulder. It was Mrs. Davis, the teacher. "It's okay to feel sad, Lily," Mrs. Davis said in her kind voice. "Your mom will be back soon. Come, let's go inside and see your classroom. It's very nice." Mrs. Davis took Lily's hand. Her hand was soft and warm, a little bit like her mom's hand. Lily wiped her eyes with her free hand and took a little step forward. Together, they walked through the blue door and into the classroom. The classroom was amazing. It was so full of color. The walls were painted yellow and blue. There were pictures of animals and letters and numbers hanging everywhere. There were small tables and small chairs, all in different colors: red, green, yellow, and blue. In one corner, there was a big rug with a circle on it. In another corner, there were shelves filled with books and toys and colorful blocks. It was a happy place. Some other children were already inside. Some were looking at the books. Some were sitting at the tables. They all looked a little bit shy, just like Lily. Mrs. Davis led Lily to a small table with 2 yellow chairs. "You can sit here, Lily," she said. "You can put your backpack on the back of your chair." Lily carefully took off her yellow backpack and hung it on the little yellow chair. Then she sat down. The chair was just the right size for her. A boy was sitting in the other yellow chair at the same table. He had a blue shirt and brown hair that was a little bit messy. He looked at Lily and Lily looked at him. He was not smiling, but he did not look mean. He just looked quiet. "Hello," the boy said in a very small voice. Lily was surprised that he spoke to her. "Hello," she said back, her voice just as small. "My name is Tom," the boy said. "My name is Lily," she replied. And then they were quiet again, but it was a nice quiet. It was not a scary quiet. It felt good to know someone's name. Mrs. Davis went to the front of the classroom and clapped her hands softly. "Good morning, everyone," she said with her big smile. "Welcome to our classroom. I am so happy to see all of you today." All the children looked at her. Mrs. Davis told them about all the fun things they were going to do. She said first, they were going to draw pictures. She walked to each table and gave every child a big piece of white paper. Then, she put a big box of crayons in the middle of each table. The box was full of so many colors. There were red crayons, blue crayons, green crayons, yellow crayons, orange crayons, purple crayons, and many, many more. Lily loved to draw. She looked at all the crayons. She picked up a yellow crayon first. It felt smooth in her hand. She thought about what to draw. She decided to draw the big yellow sun that she saw this morning. She made a big circle on her paper. Then she drew long yellow lines coming out of the circle. It was a very sunny sun. Tom, the boy next to her, picked up a red crayon. He was drawing a car. He made a big red rectangle for the body of the car, and then he drew 2 black circles for the wheels. It was a very fast-looking car. Lily picked up a green crayon and drew some grass at the bottom of her paper. She made long, zigzag lines for the grass. Then she took a blue crayon and drew the sky. She liked her picture. Tom looked at her picture. "I like your sun," he said. Lily looked at his picture. "I like your car," she said, and she smiled a real small smile. For the first time that day, she forgot about being scared. After they finished drawing, Mrs. Davis collected all the pictures and said she would hang them on the wall so everyone could see them. Then she said it was time for a song. She asked all the children to come and sit on the big rug in the corner. Lily and Tom walked to the rug together and sat down next to each other. Mrs. Davis sat in a chair in front of them, and she had a small guitar. She started to play a song that Lily knew. It was "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." Mrs. Davis started to sing, and her voice was very pretty. She asked the children to sing with her. At first, Lily was too shy to sing. She just moved her lips. But then she heard Tom singing next to her. His voice was small, but he was singing. So Lily started to sing too. "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are." Her voice was very quiet, but she was singing with all the other children. It felt good to be part of the song. After the song, it was time to play. Mrs. Davis said they could choose to play with the blocks, look at the books, or play in the little toy kitchen. Lily and Tom decided to play with the blocks together. The blocks were in a big wooden box. There were blocks of all different shapes and sizes. There were square blocks and rectangle blocks and triangle blocks. They were all painted in bright colors. Lily and Tom started to build a tower. Lily put a big red block on the floor. Tom put a blue block on top of the red block. Then Lily added a yellow block. They kept building higher and higher. They worked together. When Tom put a block on, Lily made sure it was straight. When Lily put a block on, Tom held the tower so it would not fall. Their tower got very tall. It was taller than the table. It was almost as tall as them. All the other children looked at their tall tower. "Wow," a little girl said. Lily and Tom felt very proud of their tower. Then a little boy ran by too fast and he bumped into their tower. Crash! All the blocks fell down onto the floor. They made a loud noise. For a second, Lily thought she might cry. They had worked so hard. But Tom just looked at the blocks on the floor and he started to laugh. It was a funny, happy laugh. Lily looked at him laughing and she started to laugh too. It was funny. The big tower was now a big mess of colorful blocks on the floor. "We can build it again," Tom said, and so they did. They started all over again, and it was just as fun the second time. Soon, Mrs. Davis said it was time for lunch. All the children went to get their lunch boxes from their backpacks. Lily got her lunchbox. It was a red lunchbox with her name on it. She and Tom sat back down at their yellow table. Lily opened her lunchbox. Inside, her mom had packed her favorite sandwich, a cheese sandwich cut into 2 triangles. There was also a whole red apple and a chocolate chip cookie for a treat. Tom opened his lunchbox. He had a ham sandwich, a banana, and a small bag of crackers. They ate their lunch together. "I like cheese," Lily said, taking a bite of her sandwich. "I like ham," Tom said, taking a bite of his. They ate quietly for a little while. Eating lunch at school was different than eating at home, but it was nice. After they finished their sandwiches, Lily ate her red apple. It was sweet and crunchy. Tom ate his banana. When they were all finished with lunch, Mrs. Davis told them it was time to go outside to play on the playground. Everyone was very excited. They all lined up at the door, and Mrs. Davis led them outside into the sunshine. The playground was even bigger than it looked from far away. There was a big metal slide, 2 red swings, and a sandbox full of clean white sand. Lily had never been on a slide so big. It looked very high. She felt a little bit scared. Tom was not scared. He ran right to the slide and climbed up the ladder. He sat at the top, waved at Lily, and then he pushed off. "Wee!" he shouted as he slid down. He landed on his feet at the bottom and was laughing. "It's fun," he called to Lily. "You should try it." Lily watched him. It did look like fun. But it was so high. She walked slowly to the ladder. She put her hand on the first step. It was cold. She took a deep breath. She thought about what her mom said about the butterflies in her tummy. She decided to be brave. She started to climb the ladder 1 step at a time. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. She did not look down. She just looked at the step in front of her. Soon, she was at the very top. She sat down on the top of the slide. Wow, it was high up here. She could see the whole playground. She could see all the other children running and playing. Her heart was beating very fast. She was scared. She almost decided to climb back down the ladder. But then she saw Tom at the bottom, looking up at her. He gave her a big thumbs-up sign. She remembered his happy laugh. She took another deep breath, closed her eyes for just a second, and then she pushed herself forward. Whoosh! She went down the slide so fast. The wind rushed past her ears. It felt like she was flying. And then her feet touched the ground. She was at the bottom. She opened her eyes. She did it. She had gone down the big slide. A huge smile spread across her face. It was not scary at all. It was fun. It was really, really fun. You did it, Tom said, running over to her. Lily was laughing. It was so fast, she said. They ran back to the ladder and climbed up again. They went down the slide again and again and again. They went down together, holding hands once. They had so much fun on the playground until Mrs. Davis said it was time to go back inside. When they were back in the classroom, everyone was a little bit tired from playing. Mrs. Davis said it was time for a quiet story. All the children sat on the big rug again. Lily and Tom sat next to each other, like before. Mrs. Davis sat in her chair and opened a big book with a picture of a friendly brown bear on the cover. She started to read the story in her calm, soft voice. The story was about a bear who was looking for honey. Lily listened to every word. She looked at the beautiful pictures in the book. She felt very cozy and sleepy, sitting on the soft rug, listening to the nice story. The day had been so long and so full of new things. She yawned a big yawn. Tom yawned too. After the story, Mrs. Davis said, "Okay, everyone, it is almost time to go home. It's time to pack our bags." Lily went back to her yellow chair. She opened her yellow backpack. She carefully put her beautiful drawing of the sun inside so she could show it to her mom and dad. She put her red pencil case inside. She made sure her water bottle was closed tightly and put it inside too. Her backpack was ready. She put it on her back. All the other children were packing their bags too. There was a quiet, busy sound in the room. Then everyone lined up at the door one last time. Lily stood in line behind Tom. She did not feel scared anymore. She felt a little tired, but it was a happy kind of tired. Mrs. Davis stood at the door and said goodbye to each child. When it was Lily's turn, Mrs. Davis smiled at her. "You had a wonderful first day, Lily," she said. "I will see you tomorrow." "Goodbye, Mrs. Davis," Lily said. Then she looked at Tom, who was standing next to her. "Goodbye, Tom," she said. "Goodbye, Lily," he said. "See you tomorrow." They walked out of the classroom door and into the big hallway. Outside the school, the sun was a little lower in the sky now. It was not as bright as it was in the morning. There were lots of parents waiting, just like in the morning. Lily looked around, searching for her mom. For a moment, she couldn't see her, and a tiny bit of worry came back. But then she saw her. Her mom was standing near a big tree, and she was waving and smiling. As soon as Lily saw her, she started to run. She ran as fast as her little legs could go. She ran right into her mom's arms, and her mom gave her the biggest, best hug of the whole day. "Oh, Lily," her mom said, "I missed you. How was your day? How was your very first day of school?" Lily hugged her mom tight. She looked up at her mom's happy, loving face. "It was good, Mom," Lily said, and her voice was full of excitement. "It was really good. I was a little scared at first, but then I met the teacher, Mrs. Davis. She is so nice, and I made a friend. His name is Tom. We built a big tower with blocks, and then we played on the big slide outside. I was scared of the slide, but I did it, and it was fun." She talked and talked all the way home, telling her mom about the drawing and the song and the story about the bear. Her mom listened to every word, smiling the whole time. Walking home, holding her mom's hand, Lily felt so happy and proud. The school did not seem like a big, scary place anymore. It seemed like a fun, friendly place. She was not scared of school anymore, and she knew that tomorrow would be another good day.